My greatest educational inspiration would be my best friend Denisha. I met her my freshman year in our seventh period biology class, and we've been friends ever since. She currently goes to UPenn and she's majoring in neuroscience, and I had seen her set this goal our freshman year, and she worked towards it every single day after that. And she inspires me because she shows me that the journey to get to a goal is worth it. When I set a goal, sometimes it's hard for me to really imagine myself reaching that goal because it might be so far in the future. But watching her set that goal and work towards it taught me that it really is the journey. And the journey makes the reward so much more valuable. She's currently a freshman, just like me. She's in her second semester, so she's really not as far in her full career. But what she has done so far is it's amazing. She's currently studying abroad in Botswana right now, and I already know her career is going to be amazing. And she really is the reason why I'm pursuing higher education. Um, my mom, she didn't go to college. She dropped out her freshman year, so really don't have um many adults who went to college in my life who I can really look to for inspiration. But having her in my life is definitely a driving force in why I want to go to school, because I see her do it and I see her succeed. So I know if she can do it, that like I can do it, and I have somebody that I can depend on. If I'm struggling in school, I know I can look to her for help. Growing up in about kindergarten through third grade, my mom, my sister, and we lived in Massachusetts, and we were kind of bouncing house to house. And I was like in and out of so many schools. And because of that, when I was in school, it was like the only kind of stable structure that I had at the time. So that really influenced my educational success later on in life, because growing up, school was the only stability that I had. When I was in school, I kind of felt my most comfortable and I felt more in my element than when I was at home. Because home was unpredictable, but when I got to school, I knew it was going to happen. I knew my teachers, I knew the people there, and school is just a safe, predictable space where I could be in. And I think the greatest challenge to my educational success has definitely been the loneliness. I like to stack on my educational pursuits, and it gets kind of lonely because a lot of things I do by myself, like I do my work by myself. If I'm going to work, I usually work by myself, and it gets kind of lonely. And then since I'm so caught up in all the work I'm doing, I stop talking to people, and I just kind of become hard to reach. And it's something that I'm trying to work on. And my greatest fear, one of my biggest fears about starting college was definitely failing. Just thinking that I wouldn't be smart enough and I wouldn't live up to all the things that I had, like all the expectations I had on myself. And the difference between high school and college is definitely, it's all up to me and it's all on me to get my work done, to go to class. Nobody's going to call my parent or call home or give me detention if I'm not in school. So I kind of have to go, whether I like it or not. Three problem solving strategies that I use to cope with pitfalls and mistakes are just a part of the process. And it's not going to be like this forever. Because then I like to think back to the last time I failed something or wasn't good at something and think about how I moved on from that. And that wasn't forever, even though it felt like it. And the second thing is stepping away. Like when I'm doing a big project and it's getting overwhelming and I can feel myself getting frustrated and I can't focus, I think just stepping away and giving myself the space to just recenter my head. And lastly, one of the most important things I do to cope with um pitfalls or disappointments is just to let myself be sad and just to let myself be disappointed and to just let myself feel the things that I'm feeling. I think if you fail and you just bottle that up, it will all come out in something smaller, and it will like just bottleneck up and it would just explode and you wouldn't even realize why you're so upset.